Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. It's Tuesday again. You know what that means? It is time to tackle it. It's my hashtag tackle it series. If you're a content creator and want to play along, by all means, go ahead and use the hashtag. I do mine on Tuesday, so it's Tackle It Tuesday, but you can pick out any day you want. And for everyone else that's not a content creator, you know you have things that you can work with too. I'm not judging. I'm not judging. Look around. There's a lot here. I am not judging. So what we've gone through, and it's been a fun time for me. I hope it's fun for you too. This has been a lot more enjoyable than I expected it to be. I have these bins. We're going to look in this bin today. I have these bins, and I've got a couple of them that are just have partials of projects, and some of the projects are a decade plus old, and I'm working on them. So like I've said multiple times on my channel, if you're new here, you haven't heard it, if you've been here for a while, you know what I'm getting at. Unless you pull it out, it's not wasted. It's even if you did pull out your project, it doesn't matter because you enjoyed it when you were working on it. You got the excitement when you purchased the yarn. You got all sorts of excitement with that project when you first cast on or you grabbed your hooks. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you're using your yarn. And there was a lot of excitement with that. And there was the emotions and there was the what it's going to be. So even if you decide later on that no longer excites you, it doesn't matter because you can't take that original joy away. You already got joy out of it, whether you have a finished project at the end or not. So always remember that. Don't look at that huge partial project. You're like, I don't know where the pattern is. I know I've got some of those. I don't know where the pattern is. I have no desire to finish this. I don't want to. Oh, there was so much work done on that. It doesn't matter. You got joy when you first started it. So go ahead, take it out, no big deal. Use the yarn for something else. I've had people comment that like, just give it to somebody else that wants to finish it. That's an option. It is, right? Repurpose the yarn. Don't let it hang around. So I'm going through these bins to see what I have lying around and finishing some of the stuff, putting some things in rotation, i.e. working on them, because you know, one stitch counts. So if I just grab it and put 1 or 2 stitches on there or get really, really motivated and put 5 or 10, that's progress. And one day, if I continue that, it will get done. So I'm thrilled with this whole series. I'm thrilled with the fact that I found some treasures I didn't remember having. So one of those, well, I actually do remember this. I did not remember that I started it a decade ago. Not a joke. It was a decade ago. This pattern, I believe, came out in 2013, 2014. And my friend and I started ours at the same time. And yeah, it was left at a belly shirt and vest stage, right? You know, wasn't quite long enough, wasn't done, and didn't have any arms. So here it is, working on it. Look, I am almost done with the sleeve. I have decreased the full amount. This sweater is called Miranda. It is a paid for pattern. I am right here where I get to do the cuff. So I need to put this on try-on cables. This is, you know, the waist part or the bottom. I need to put on try-on cables to make sure that the sleeve is long enough and then do the cuff for it. And there you have it. And we know how much I love doing sleeves. We know that is my favorite part of a sweater. So the fact that I'm working on the sleeve, bonus, I just weighed it. I have 29 grams left. This was a full skein of yarn, 29 grams left. And I still need to put the cuff on it. So the sleeve, I got long arms, takes the majority of a full skein of yarn. I have 2 full skeins that have not been caked up. That is it. So plenty to make the full sweater. This sweater has options. It has a gorgeous hood. I want the hood. But I'm actually coming around to the part where if I don't have the hood, I'm okay with that too. I also have the option to put the kangaroo pouch on it. And I've even come to the realization that even if I don't put the kangaroo pouch on it, I'm okay with that too. But I do, if I do that route, I still need to pull out this from right here, right there where my finger is, that to the bottom is what I've gotten done since finding this in the bin. Okay, but this is just plain knitting right here. And then you can see, not real well because this is a very busy yarn, and then I put a pattern on it, which was the brightest thing I could ever do. Yeah, I like it. It's okay. So there is a pattern there. There's a little bit of cabling in the front. It's hard to really make it out, but you can see a breaking of the pattern design. Okay, there you have it. So I can rip that back out, continue on with that pattern without a pouch, still having the same visual effect, but no pouch, or I can put a pouch on. So I haven't decided on that yet, but I'm back and forth on the, it's okay for the hood. And I really want to wear this. Oh my gosh, this thing feels amazing. So this was just tucked away, and look how much more I've gotten. That's amazing. So never give up is what I'm saying. Never get up. I took a 10-year-old whip and I'm gonna finish it. It's going to get finished this year. It just took its time. That's all. It's just been marinating. It took its time. So no harm. And I'm getting so much joy out of this now. Oh my gosh, it's exciting. So thrilled that that is working. And then another one that I want to finish. I've shown this one a couple times, and it is this beautiful, it's a scarf. It is two scarves actually, and they are gorgeous. And it is on provisional cast on, which means I still need to finish off both ends of, all right, I keep shoving it in the bag. I mean, yeah, you get the point. You can see it's pretty, right? You're like, no, I can't. It's a mess. Well, it's, it's a mess, but I know it's fine. I'll untangle it. It'll be fine. But it's sheer. It's beautiful. It is a church mouse pattern, bias something. It's a bias scarf. And it is stunning. And I love the colors. So I'm going to put it back in the bag and pretend I didn't see that knot that I continue to make bigger. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. Let me just shove it back in there. See, look, it's fine. So the thing that I need to do is bind off. On the multicolored one, I am down to just long enough that I have enough yarn to bind off on the top end, and then go back, pick up the provisional cast on, and bind off really, really loose on that. The pattern says binding off with beads. So I went to Joann and I got amber colored beads. I wanted amber beads. I did. Now, thank you everybody who told me where I had my beads. These are new. Where I had my beads. I did go look, and when I had shown it previously, I'm like, I already have the beads. I'm ready. The beads that I found were these. These are green, and they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them, but I want the amber. And then I had suggestions that purple would be great. And look, I just so happen to have some purple beads. So those are my choices. I'm still thinking I'm going to go with the amber, but I should have kept it out. Well, no, because it was a mess. You know, so I'm thinking no for the purple. I like the purple, but not on this. I don't think this is the right color green. It would work, but I don't think that's the right color green for what I'm wanting. And I think this is gonna add that shine, gonna add that glitz. I was looking for something when I was at Joann's that better matched this. They had some bright yellowy ones, but it was too bright yellow that, you know, would work with the chartreuse, and I was kind of hemming and hawing on that. But I think I might end up going with those for both of them. So I am closer. I now have the beads. Can't complain. I have the beads. I'll put those back where they belong. But it's just binding off. That one's going to be that I need that couple hours. I'm probably going to need about an hour to untangle that mess, to tell you the truth. But that's okay. I'm good with that. I made the mess. I can fix it. But I need to have the right headspace. You know how some things take a little bit longer? And I am making a mountain out of a molehill. It doesn't matter. I'm sure the pattern has directions on how to bind off with the beads. I don't really care. I've got a crochet hook. I have beads. I'm pretty sure I can figure it out. Is it exactly how the pattern says? Probably won't be. At this point, I don't care. I just want to get it bound off to where it's not going to ravel. That's important. Block it to where I can finally use it. It is stunning. I did all of that work years and years ago, 7, 8 years, something along that line. And it's just been sitting in a bag and just not getting any use. And it's gorgeous. I did drape it around me. I would right now, but you see the tangled knot? That's not happening. And definitely my colors, things that I 100% gravitate towards. Why not? I made it. Why would I get colors I don't gravitate towards? And And it's actually the colors that the pattern had in the actual pattern, which is just on top of it crazy. I'm like, whoa, that's insane, because that doesn't happen very often. So really thrilled, happy with that. Back in rotation, one step at a time. I got the beads. I got the beads. And we're going to go ahead and look in here. I'm going to pull this out. Let's see if I can pull this out and see at least one other project, right? At least something else. See, this is what we got. This is a little bit of a mess. Now, we've already looked at the brown sweater. It needs some help. Again, no sleeves. Do you see a pattern here? No sleeves. I've got like 7 hexagons, and I'm pretty sure I can make a bag with 6. I think I've seen that before, the like little schematics of how many of these do you need? You know, so I think I can do that with 6. And then I've decided that this, it's a baby blue up top. And I have the pattern still. Pretty sure I know what pattern it is. I don't know what size needles I did on this. I'm not in love with it any longer. I think the yarn's just going to get repurposed to something else. So decisions have been made. Perfect. Just have to actually follow through with that part. So I'm going to dig around and see what else we can find. I think we need to at least pull 2 more things out of here. And yeah, I can see some of them, and I think I'm scared. Okay. Oh. Ooh, I got sparkles. Do you want to see sparkles? I have. Oh, where'd that other one go? Where'd that other one go? We'll have to find that other one. Okay, so look. This is my own. This is, yes, look at this. Look. Yes, okay, I was making 2 of these for the granddaughters. Where's the white one? I have the white one around here. Oh, look, look. See? I had this one. This was in the bin. And I finished it off, right? And I put the shiny grandma brooch on it. Yeah. This is Hobby Lobby discontinued yarn. Don't remember what, because I don't have the ball band. But it is a finished. I don't know if it'll fit either one of my granddaughters now, but we're going to try. Either way, it's done. So what I was doing at the time, and this is years ago, because these have been in here. We've been in the house for 3 years, so they were packed away before then. So I was trying to make something for both of the girls. A cross front little something. I don't know if that's long enough. I don't know, you know what I mean? Was I going for a dress? I mean, these little arms look pretty tiny. But we do have a 2-year-old granddaughter that could grow into this, but that looks pretty small. Doesn't it? That looks really small. No clue. If it fits somebody, great. If it doesn't, that's fine too. But I've got lots of the sparkle yarn, right? Obviously, is my own design. That's why you can see this is wound so much, because I didn't like what I was doing and I ripped it out and I tried it again. That's why. That's why there's so much wound here. Here's a piece. I don't know what this is. All right, so a garment. Okay, so I wonder, was I trying to, this is a top of a garment it's going to be ripped out. I have no idea. I was playing and designing is what was going on. I don't know if this was, oh, this was another cross front thing. Look. So you turn it like that. Yeah, that was going to be another cross front. So was I just I don't know what I was doing. I think on this one, I think I'm going to end up having to do like I did here. Are these the same length? Yeah, they're about the same-ish length. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut my yarn, sew that front like I did on the other one so it doesn't come gaping open, because no little girl wants her part shown. They just don't, right? Do that, put a shiny brooch on this, and it will go to somebody if it does, and if it doesn't, that's fine too. But there you go. I've got plenty of other yarn I can just repurpose, do something else with, and weave in any of the ends I find on here, put a shiny brooch on it, and call it done. Look at the lace work on that. Look. See, I did some fancy lace work of my own design. And this one, what I was going for is like a crazy lace. No specific pattern, kind of just all over. This one, I tried to do something, I don't know, I did a little crazy on there too. So yeah, I was just doing something that would be fun and exciting, just a little bit different. All right. So this is just some finishing work. I'm gonna leave it at that as finishing work. I'm gonna pull this thing out because I don't know what it is. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Ooh, do I have scissors right here? No, where'd my scissors go? It's okay, it was just the crochet hooks. It's fine, there's nothing broken. Okay, well, I'm gonna pick those up when I'm done. But if I found my scissors right here, oh, I moved them, then I would just cut that so we'd know it was done and ready. But yeah, that's a decision. There. We're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. Pretty. And this one's getting ripped out. So let me put these over here. That's getting ripped out, and that one's happening. Oh, don't lose that. Don't lose that. That's my Tangled Poet yarn. I gotta make squares with that. I do. All right, one more. Should we do one more? You want to do one more, don't you? You want to see this? What is this? Oh, there's a lot of M's. What is this? Is this a garment? I thought this was like a runner, a table runner. What do we think? I don't know. Okay, this is a little more disappointing. I thought it was maybe a table runner, that it would be another win of good enough. It's done, but oh, I know this yarn now. Spa. So this is naturallycaron.com Spa. It's a silky soft bamboo blend. Nice. So pretty sure this is a discontinued yarn. Number 3, made in Turkey. What is it? Taupe, misty taupe. Yeah, I agree with that. 12 ply cable, superior 3D stitches, shape control, softness. I don't remember ever seeing something like that on anything else being labeled, but okay, we'll go with that. Yardage, the yarn. Okay, naturallycaron.com. The yarn, the web, the experience. All right, cool. 75% microfiber or micro denier. It's not microfiber, it's micro denier acrylic. 25% rayon from bamboo. 3 ounces, 85 grams is 251 yards. Caron International, Washington and North Carolina. All right. So, is this attached? Nope. So I have plenty more yarn, or maybe plenty more yarn. I have this. Caught on my ring. This is pretty. What? What is that? Why? What is this? What is, oh, okay. I get it now. This is a hot mess. It's sewn together there, or more crocheted together there. This is a hot mess. All right, so it is a shawl type runner thing. All right, and that, oh, see that piece? See, look, there's an edging. So it's an applied edging afterwards. It's pretty. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. So that's an applied edging that I have half of it done. Yeah. Look, so I've got it here. Here's the edging right here. Okay. That is beautiful. That's a lot of work. I'm not going to lie. That's a lot of work. What was I thinking? I don't know. But that's a ton of work. Look at the acorns. Can you see the acorns in there? You see the acorn designs? That is an acorn design. And then this is a tangled mess. We're going to noticing a theme. Here's a strip. I don't know if it's enough of a strip, and I'm not sure of the pattern, but here's a strip. Okay, it's not on live stitches. Okay, so I have a strip. It's like a little skinny strip. There, I'm done. It's beautiful. I don't know if that's enough. I don't remember the pattern. Is that big enough? Can I stretch that, do you think? Do you think I could do that and sew that around? No, that's not enough. Do I have another piece? Okay, here's another piece. Oh. Okay, that one's attached. All right, so I have an attached piece going down. I probably have to ease it on the corner. Yeah. And all right, so I've got one side that I might have enough of. Is this enough? Okay, it looks like I might have all the pieces. This is a tangled up hot mess, but it's really pretty. I kind of have to figure out how to sew it together, or what I was doing. It doesn't look like I was knitting it together. Oh, I was crocheting it together. No, maybe I was sewing that. That's more sewn. Look at that. That's more of a sewn edge on that. That's what I was doing. Huh. Crazy. So I crocheted the two pieces together, or it definitely looks that way, or 3 needle bind off or something. It's pretty chunky. And then this, I'm just sewing the edges and I've got to ease the corner. What did I do on this one? Let's see. Yeah. See? Okay. I think this is worth doing. I think it is. There's a lot of work in this. This is a beautiful piece. I don't know what I'll do with it, but it's a nice wrap. I'm not sure what it was supposed to be when I started it, but it's a beautiful wrap and the yarn is stunning. And the yarn is really nice. And look how that drape. That is gorgeous. I think this is worth figuring the mess out. But I was obviously done with the mess and I shoved it in a bin. This is another one that will take, I mean, look at that. It's just kind of like that thing is like, what the heck is that? So I have to attach that thing. So at least it looks like I had both of the edges done. Winner, because that would have been a game changer. And it's going to be probably an hour just doing this, going, what was I thinking? I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to do that for at least an hour before I get out any type of blunt needle to sew this together or whatever I plan on doing to figure that out. And it's beautiful. I believe this is worth it. This right here is worth it. There's a lot of finishing work on it because I'm going to have to complain and moan for at least an hour before I do anything else with it. I mean, that's the rules. It's 100% the rules. And I believe there are a few of you out there who know what I'm talking about. I have to complain about it for at least an hour. And then try to untangle this and figure out where my ends are for about another hour. And after that, I can start doing something. And yeah, I got to complain to myself for leaving this mess, right? I mean, it's the rules. It is. There are rules to this, but this is salvageable. I can do this. I've got plenty of yarn. I don't need a pattern because it looks like I'm just sewing it together. And however I can make it sew together, I think it'll be fine. And then it'll be a beautiful something that I'll either wear or give away, or I don't know if it's, like I said, it's a table runner, a shawl, a scarf, or whatever, but it needs to be done. This is too pretty to not finish. Okay, I got all my pieces. Too beautiful to not finish. It does feel great. Have you guys ever worked with the spa yarn? I know I really liked it. I had some in pink somewhere. I might have some still. I don't know. But that's what that is. Let me see. Are we about done today? What do you think? Should we dig for something else? Oh, let's check this out. This bag of mysteries. Oh, I would love to find a pattern. This is thread crochet. I know what's in here. All right, so this is all of my, I want to make Christmas ornaments. These are Christmas ornaments. You're like, no, they're not. Why is there a razor in here? It has a safety cap on, disposable razor. I really don't know. I'll leave it in there. But these are Christmas things. I don't, what? This is a ruffle. What was I making that had ruffles? This is just thread crochet and it's just like a little ruffle. I don't know what I was making ruffles for. But here's a rose. Okay. There's a pretty little rose. So I'm not sure why I was making ruffles. Do I have any of the, oh, here. These have been in here for a while and these are dirty. They need to be washed. But look at this. That's one of the wreaths. Wreath, not reef, wreath. It's a Christmas wreath. And what you can do is starch all the points out, right? You know, you can put it in a spray starch type of a thing or liquid starch or glue, right? These are old. And stretch it out completely like that, you know, pin it out and everything to have the nice points. And then you can hot glue on little flowers, little bows, all sorts of other things, Christmas doodads or what have you, and there is your beautiful thread crochet. So this is the easy part. Having a little plastic ring, crochet around it, that's the easy part. It takes more time and energy to go ahead and do all the prep work to have it stiffen and have it ready for the tree. So I have in here a bag of stuff, just all sorts of thread crochet that I have made years and years ago. And I don't know, okay, this is a candy cane. Like, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. That's a candy cane. So the life and the magic comes when you do the serious starch. And then this would be actually really cute. And you've got the little picot edges going around. And here it's got a little hook. And then you got to unfold this doodad, right? So it is a beautiful candy cane. And then again, just like I commented, you would do any other decorations and everything you want with it. Crocheting it, easy. doing all the prep work, that's a day. It's a time-consuming day. Then you pin it all out and everything, and you just leave it for a week and then unpin it. So that's what all of that is. I was looking to see if I had one of the doves. I used to do crocheted doves, and the body of the dove and the head and the body was stuffed like an amigurumi, and then the wings were starched and attached onto it. And I don't have any bodies in here for that, but that's what I was looking for. So a little platform, have some more roses, and lots of the wreaths. There's a lot of wreaths in here. The wreaths don't take as much to go ahead and prep to do things with than what the crocheted snowflakes are. Let's see, what is this thing? That's a wreath. Oh look, here's a little leaf. There's a leaf. Yeah, this is one of the leaves similar to what I would have put on my vintage gloves over here. Obviously different color, but that's what this is. Something had beads on it. I don't know why. Look at that. I want to pretend I didn't find this bag. That's all there is to it. So there's nothing in there that I want to play with right now. Oh, what is this? Do I know what this thing is? What tiny little thing was I working on? I mean, it has been in storage and it's storage dirty. You know what I mean? Oh, it's a bell. This was going to be a bell, but it looks a little obscene at the moment, so I'm going to not show that. It does not look like a bell. We're just not going to show that on camera because, no, we're not. All right, so this is some of this. I've got this is fun. Here I've got the 3D rose, and I've got some stuff going around it. Now this was from one of the Irish crochet books, and I grabbed my Irish crochet book to work on these gloves right here. And that's what this is the massive multi-dimensional rose right there. And then just the motifs. And then you can do whatever you want to with the motifs. I was just practicing with a dyeing art skill, and it's very time consuming, tiny work. You know, it's one of those that you're working for a long time and you don't have a lot to show for it. You think working with fingering weight is slow? Ooh, you do the thread work and traditional Irish lace. This is big. I'm going to throw that out there. This is big thread for the traditional Irish lace. It just depends. And that's what I was working on that. That's what some of this stuff is. It's fun. I'm going to leave that bag. I'm going to leave it as is. If one of my friends wants to start Christmas ornaments or something like that this year, I've done that before, where I had one of my friends wanted homemade Christmas ornaments for their tree. I made a bunch of snowflakes, and I'm like, all right, do you know how to starch them? Do you know how to do all the pinning out? She said, yep. So I gave her a bunch of them that she was able to do that with if she chose to. So she could have decorated her tree if she wanted to and had those as new ornaments. And that's kind of what this is. It's like an all-day process. It's not hard. It's just time consuming, just like anything else. So there we go with that. I see other things in here, but I think that I'm done. I'm done. I can only do so much. I mean, I could look through all of it, but what fun is that? I'm going to go ahead and hold some of that off and continue to work on some of the things that we've discovered and get the wins that we can get. I'm going to come up with another beautiful shiny brooch for this bright pink. Well, this part's getting pulled out, but for that bright pink top, put a shiny brooch on it, finish it off, take care of all the ends, sew up what needs to be sewn up. It'll fit whoever it fits, and I'm going to just call it done and give that away and call it good. Another thing, 100% out of the bin and finished. Just stop playing with it and finish it. So that to me is exciting. This whole series has been an absolute blast. Even if it's getting the beads that I want, it's one step closer. If it's I put a sleeve on a sweater, I finished an adult me sweater that was in the bin, right? Every little bit counts. And so what if it's a decade old? So those thread things, they're longer than that. I'm going to throw that out there. But so what? It doesn't matter. Do you still like it? Cool. Do you still like the yarn? Me personally, my Miranda sweater, love it. Absolutely love it. This scarf, stunning. Absolutely stunning. So I'm thrilled with this series, pulling out different treasures, working on them, and getting some stuff done and accomplished. I feel amazing. I really do. And I've had a few people talking about what they've been able to do and accomplish, and I'm proud of you too, because you're doing something with your stuff. You don't have to do things like I'm doing. You know, there's a lot of you that don't have whips. I don't understand that, but you don't. And more power to you. You craft the way you want to. Don't let anybody change you. But there's other things that you can find in your life that might seem, you know, insurmountable. You can do it. You can do it. Pick it up, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be craft related. It's anything in your life. It's not insurmountable. One step at a time. Pull it out, what needs to be done. Okay, this, it's not so bad. I'm going to weave in some ends and I'm going to call it done. I'm going to find a pretty button brooch. It's going to be done. It's beautiful. This, I'm going to grouse, complain, probably cuss a little bit on what the heck was I thinking and why didn't I finish it, but then I can relax. I'm just being honest, right? It's going to happen. And then I can relax, spread it out, not a big deal. What really needs to be done? Is it really that bad? Is it really that difficult? Or are you being a baby? Talking to me, by the way, just talking to me. You know, so I'll grouse. I will. And that's okay. It's part of the process. It's fine. It is absolutely fine. But you can do it too. With everything in your life, you can do it. Just that little bit of progress. You don't have to do it all in one day. You don't have to do it all in 1 week. Just that baby steps. And then sooner or later, you're going to realize that was it. That's what I was putting off. Are you kidding me? Me, sleeves. That's what I was putting off. I have a sleeve almost done. That's right. I'm a hero. I almost have a full arm. That's right. You can be a hero too. You got this. All right, everybody. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you guys again later. Bye-bye.